Hello, this is the tutorial for how to install mods from mlptf2mods.com on OS X. Should you be running Windows or Ubuntu Linux, please refer to their appropriate video. In this demonstration, you will see the basic process used to install all mods available on the site in addition to various scenarios you may encounter. Should a mod require additional information to be installed, there will be a README with the necessary information included in the zip file. Should you use an alternative program to extract zip files other than the system default, you are responsible for resolving the differences you may encounter. It is also worth noting that while this tutorial is designed for mlptf2mods.com, it can be used as a general reference for installing all Team Fortress 2 mods that are distributed in VPK format. With that said, let's get started. The first thing to do is download some mods. For this demonstration, I've downloaded Spike Spade, a reskin for the Soldier Shovel, the team-colored Wonderbolt Wind Guards for the Scout with various replacement options, and the Ponybooks mod that replaces the Intel briefcases. Take note that the numbers following the names of the mods denotes the date that the file was last updated in year, month, day format. It can also be observed as a version number. These mods will demonstrate the variety of different situations you may encounter when installing mods from the site. Depending on what web browser you use and what settings you have toggled, you may experience slight differences when downloading mods. By default, Safari will automatically unzip the file to your Downloads folder. Should you wish to modify this behavior, start by opening Safari and going to Safari on the menu bar. Select Preferences from the drop-down menu. From the General tab, at the bottom of the window you will see a checkbox labeled Open Save Files After Downloading. Simply disable this setting to prevent Safari from unzipping files automatically. This demonstration will assume the zip files were not automatically uncompressed after being downloaded. Next, we must open up a new Finder window to navigate to our custom folder. Depending on what hard drive and install path you chose to have both Steam and Team Fortress 2 installed to, your file path may vary slightly. For this demonstration, we will assume Steam and TF2 were installed on Macintosh HD using the default file path. To start, we need to access our user library folder. There are two methods we are going to look at. For the first method, with Finder open, select Go from the menu bar. Here you can select various quick links to different parts of your system, including your library folder. However, if you are running OS X version 10.7 or newer, your user library folder is hidden by default. To unhide the folder and make it visible for selection, press and hold down the Option key. While holding the key, select Library from the list. For the second method, once again with Finder open, click on Go from the menu bar. Continue by selecting Go to Folder near the bottom of the list. In the box that pops up, type ~/library into the field. Upon clicking Go, Finder will open to your user library folder. Now that we have the user library folder open, you can navigate to your custom folder by following Library, Application Support, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Team Fortress 2, TF, Custom. The custom folder is where all of your mods are hosted. For this demonstration, there are currently no mods installed. If you ever wish to restart Team Fortress 2 clean of all modifications, simply delete the folder titled Custom and create a new folder titled Custom in its place. Now that we have both the mods downloaded and custom folder open, we are ready to start installing the mods. First, I'm going to install Spike Spade. Start by double-clicking on the zip file to extract it. Upon extraction, you will see the mod's VPK file. For those not familiar, a VPK file is a package of multiple files to allow for easy storage, distribution, and installation of mods and other add-on content for Valve games. Whenever this tutorial references VPK files, these are the files it is referring to. Continuing with the installation, simply click and drag the file over to the open window where you can release the mouse button to move over the file. Now that the VPK file resides in your custom folder, it is what we refer to as being installed. It is that simple. Next up is the Wonderbolt Wind Guards. This particular mod gives you the option to replace multiple items. This time, when double-clicking on the zip file, it will generate a new folder with a title matching that of the zipped one. Upon entering, you will see a list of folders with matching names of hats and miscellaneous items, and a README text file containing basic installation instructions. Simply navigate into the folder with the title that matches the item you wish to be replaced, and move the VPK file over into your custom folder. You may choose as few or as many replacement options as you please. In the case of this mod, if you choose to replace an all-class item like the Summer Shades, they will only be replaced on the Scout. When you return to your downloaded mods, feel free to discard the folder created by the extraction process. The final mod we will be looking at in this tutorial is the Ponybooks Intel replacement. While there is only one download, there are various options to be considered within. Like the Wonderbolt WinGuards, this zip file also contains a README file with basic installation instructions. The first thing to do is open up the folder titled Book Materials. You have the option of choosing either the default or the team colored design. I will install the team colored option by opening its folder and moving over the VPK file. Making our way back up to the root folder, we must now open up the Book Models folder. Once again, you are given two choices to decide from. As soon as you know which you'd prefer, enter its folder to drag and drop the contained VPK to its new home in your custom folder. As you can see, there is also an optional mod for changing the paper trail. While not required, you can install it by following the same process as the other mods. So as you can see, installing mods on OS X is a relatively simple task with a few divergences here and there. Before you start installing all the mods you can get your hands on, however, here are a few tips and reminders. First off, all mods downloaded from the site are client-side and legal for use. Only you can see the mods when playing, and you cannot be VAC banned for possessing them. When you install new mods, test them to make sure they are working properly. Mods are guaranteed to work on servers running SV_pure0. To check if the server is running SV_pure0, you can open up the console, required to be enabled under advanced keyboard settings, and enter the command SV_pure, to which it will state the value for that server. By default, when you launch a map from the console or start offline practice, SV_pure will be set to 0, making it the best option to test new mods. When first installing mods, install and test them in small batches of 10 to 15 at a time. By doing so, you can see how each group of mods affects your computer's performance and easily identify which mods might be causing you issues. With regards to VPK files, they are scanned by the game in alphabetical order, meaning if you have happened to have already installed a previous skin or model replacement for an item, it is often required to uninstall the previous mod instead of relying on the new mod to take priority over the previous files. Additionally, since not all mods for a particular item will contain the same files, adverse effects could occur should you not remove the old VPK files first. For information on how to uninstall mods, you can view the related tutorial. If you intend to be downloading new mods frequently, it would be a useful idea to add your custom folder to your favorites in the sidebar finder for quicker access in the future. From your custom folder, select File from the menu bar, then click Add to Sidebar. Now you can easily navigate to your custom folder from anywhere within Finder. Should you still have any remaining questions, be sure to check out the site's FAQ related to installing mods. Links to the FAQ and other resources such as our email can be found in the video information below. Thank you very much, and enjoy!